All right. Welcome back to the Surplus Boys channel. Just Nick here yet again, coming from over the shoulder. So today I'm going to be digging into one of the Carcanos we have here. So if you recall in a previous episode, I went over about 3 different Carcanos I got from Royal Tiger Imports, kind of showing you the condition of what they're like when you get them straight from the guys and gals over there. And this one is the one from 1912 that I have not touched yet. I have not shot this. I have not gone over it. I have not cleaned it. I took it apart in the last episode briefly, just to kind of show you what you'll see. I'm just going to real quick pretty much take this thing down and clean it up. This is going to be pretty much a video of real quick speed up footage or me skipping around a lot. Probably saying some dumb stuff in the process. So yeah, let's just dig into it. All right, first things first, nothing in there, good enough, bolt out. So it's also why you get an actual gunsmithing screwdriver set for stuff like this, where you have various screws of various sizes that have problems and stuff like that. So, all right, so that is a stock Nassian stripped. A stock channel is going to be pretty nasty. That's going to take a good amount of time just to get that nice and clean. Picking out that with usually a razor blade and shit like that. It's definitely always a labor dealing with these Royal Tiger guns. And then this, the actual trigger to the main assembly, is pinned in place. Usually you don't take this off. Same thing with the sear. This is the sear surface. That is also pinned in place. Usually don't take that off. Usually pinned over. So yeah, we'll just leave it like that and we'll clean it. All right, so that's basically disassembled. I'm not going to take the rear side off. There is 2 screws on this side, and there is a setting screw right there down at the bottom. I'm not going to do that. That's really not worth my time to clean that up. So especially with these screw heads, you definitely want to proper screwdriver for this. So this one for the magazine catch, the end box. At some point it'll stop spinning. You gotta try it out. Alright, so I've been beating on it a little bit here and there, trying not to mess things up, to get this to come out this way. But yeah, this one's really stuck in there. Alright, so yeah, this is pretty much a completely stripped apart magazine. This is your spring and follower. Very, very simple design. So this is the bottom of the magazine that you'll see. Follower, there's a pin in here, and this little nub is the end piece to the spring that's in the bottom of this. So taking these apart or putting them back together is a big fat pain if you ever do. So if you're cleaning these, that's just one thing to look out for. I did make a very ghetto, as you would say, tool to kind of put pressure on the spring. Probably could have made this out of something better, but that's all I had at the moment. To try to put some pressure on the back of the magazine, because it needs to pinch the spring inside. So tighten this. So as I tighten down on this will compress, or try to compress, the spring in there. Make it easier for me to push the pin out. That's the pin. So nothing too fancy. And then this is the follower, so that's what the pin goes through. The end of the spring I'm going to pop out sits into this notch right here. And so the spring pivots in. It's usually caked in with dirt. There we go. So in, and then that little comes out. This is usually pretty filled, so if you get one of these guns, I would recommend actually taking this apart and dealing with the bull crap of, you know, putting it back together. So for a Italian garbage stick, not too bad. Probably can't see into the channels too well, but way nicer than what it was. All right, next. This Frontier 45 stuff works really well with taking off rust and caked on crap and not destroying the bluing or finish underneath. So I highly recommend. Alright, since most of these pieces are extremely rusty, or rusty to a point where most of the finish is gone, especially on the see there on the trigger assembly. Yeah, pretty bad. So nice wire wheel there for you. Usually a very much more fine grain, not as coarse of a bristle is what you would want. You don't want to go too hard because you can scratch the living crap out of this metal. if you use a much more harder or coarser type of wire wheel for this. So yeah, just start going for it. But yeah, look at all that. It's so delicious. It's usually caked in there, and you got to sit in there with a pick and stuff like that to really get any of it out. So this is usually the worst part. It's hardest. So you're going to be sitting in there for a while to do that. But I'm almost done with this thing. Pretty close. I just got to get the rest of this, and that'll be it. Whatever. All right, so now that I got everything as clean as I possibly can for now, I can actually put this back together. I'm just going to use some probably WD-40 in all honesty, because that's all I have here. All right, after a quick swabbing of every single thing, I got most of the parts together. So let's put this bad boy back together. All right. thin. A little sandpapery, but that is pretty good for something that was absolutely disgusting and took hours to clean. So definitely looks way better. So pretty nice. Carcanos. All right, so back after shooting, and it was an abysmal failure. Yay, woo-ha. So pretty much you can kind of see the rounds were a bit sticky going into the chamber and whatnot. But I probably shot about 60 rounds, probably like 10 of them I think were factory. The rest of them were hand loads of all different types of bullet sizes and powder amounts and whatever and whatnot. Didn't hit a damn thing. So that's pretty stupid. But I guess this bore is too far gone. You know, one of my previous rifles, the bore looked almost identical, but it was able to keep some accuracy, but this one doesn't. So that's unfortunate. So whatever, I guess I got a nice looking antique, I guess put it on the wall, or maybe if I could find just a barrel that is not garbage. Who knows, but you win some, you lose some, who cares. We'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.